In the last video, you defined your freedom income gap. You turned a vague idea of financial freedom into a visible target. That was important. Because once you know where you want to go, the next logical question is this: how does income actually get built? Today's video is about answering that question without confusion, hype, or fantasy. Most people talk about income in a very shallow way. They say things like, active income is bad, passive income is good, or, you should build multiple income streams, without explaining how any of this actually works in real life, especially for working professionals with responsibilities. So today, we are going to slow this down and make it practical. Let's start with the most basic distinction. There are three broad types of income: active, passive, and leveraged. Active income is the simplest to understand. You work, you get paid. Salary, consulting fees, freelancing, overtime. If you stop working, the income stops. Most people start here, and many people stay here their entire lives. There is nothing wrong with active income. In fact, active income is usually the foundation. It pays the bills. It funds your lifestyle. It creates your first surplus. The problem is not active income itself. The problem is depending only on active income. Because active income has two hard limits: your time and your energy. You can only work so many hours. You can only stretch yourself so far. Once those limits are hit, income growth slows or stops. That's where passive income comes in. Passive income is income that continues to come in even when you are not actively working every day. This includes things like investment returns, rental income, interest, dividends, trail income, or systems that keep generating value after the initial effort. Here's the reality check that most people don't tell you. Passive income does not start passive. It is built actively. It takes time, discipline, and patience. There is usually a long phase where it feels slow and unrewarding. And that's why many people give up before it works. Passive income is like planting a tree. For a long time, nothing seems to happen above the ground. But underground, roots are forming. And once those roots are strong, growth accelerates. Now let's talk about leveraged income, because this is where confusion usually peaks. Leveraged income simply means income that grows faster than your direct effort because something else is doing part of the work for you. That something else could be people, systems, technology, or capital. For example, if you build a small system that continues to bring clients without you personally chasing each one, that's leverage. If you train others or work through a network where effort is shared, that's leverage. If technology allows 1 hour of work to reach 100 people instead of one, that's leverage. Leverage does not mean overnight success. It does not mean no work. It means smarter work over time. Now I want to introduce a framework that helps make sense of how people usually move through income stages. This comes from Robert Kiyosaki's ESBI model. ESBI stands for employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. Think of this not as labels, but as zones. An employee earns active income by exchanging time and skills for money. A self-employed person still earns active income, but with more control. They may earn more per unit of time, but they are often even more tied to their work. A business owner builds systems and teams so that income does not depend entirely on their presence. An investor uses capital to generate income. Most people misunderstand this model. They think they must jump from one zone to another overnight. That's not how real progress happens. Progress happens in half steps. You don't quit being an employee to become a business owner suddenly. You might take a half step by using your skills outside your job in a structured way. You don't become an investor by reading one book. You become an investor by consistently deploying surplus into assets. The danger is trying to leap too far, too fast. That's how burnout and regret happen. The smart move is progression, not revolution. Now here's an important point. You don't need to be in all zones at once. And you don't need to hate where you are. The goal is not to abandon your current income. The goal is to layer on top of it. This is where leverage levers come in. There are 5 main levers you can use to expand income without destroying your life. The first lever is skills. Skills increase your value per unit of time. When you upgrade skills that solve real problems, income potential rises. The second lever is systems. Systems reduce repeat effort. Once a system is built, it keeps working with less input from you. The third lever is time. Not more time, but better use of time. Focused blocks instead of scattered effort. The fourth lever is people. Collaboration, networks, partnerships, and referrals create reach that one person alone cannot achieve. The fifth lever is technology. Tools that automate, scale, or simplify work. You don't need all 5. In fact, trying to pull all 5 at once is a mistake. The right approach is to pick 1 or 2 levers that fit your life right now. This is where many people go wrong. They see someone else's success and copy the surface, not the structure. They try to build what doesn't suit their skills, energy, or responsibilities. That's how income expansion becomes stressful. Income growth should feel stretching, not suffocating. Now let's clear up 2 dangerous illusions. The first illusion is that passive income is fast. It's not. Passive income is slow in the beginning and powerful later. Expecting quick results is the fastest way to quit. The second illusion is that leveraged income means no effort. It doesn't. It means delayed effort with amplified results later. If someone promises you instant passive income with zero work, they are selling a story, not a system. So let's bring this back to you. Right now, you are somewhere on the ESBI map. Most likely in the employee zone, maybe touching self-employed through side projects or freelance work. That's okay. Where you are is not the issue. Staying stuck there by default is. Your job today is not to change zones completely. It's to decide your next half step. That half step could be moving from pure employee to employee plus a structured income stream. It could be moving from self-employed chaos to systemized offerings. It could be strengthening the investor leg by increasing surplus and consistency. Small, intentional shifts compound. This is why we don't rush. We design. So here's your action for this video. First, honestly place yourself on the ESBI map today. Not where you want to be. Where you actually are. Second, identify your next half step. Just 1. Not 5. Not a grand plan. One move that nudges you forward without overwhelming your life. Write it down. Make it specific. Something you could realistically act on in the next 90 days. Once you do this, income stops feeling mysterious. It starts feeling structured. In the next video, we'll go deeper into your personal income edge. Your skills, your assets, your network, and your constraints. Because income expansion only works when it fits who you are, not who the internet says you should be. For now, remember this. Income is not about working harder. It's about working in the right direction, with the right levers, at the right time. You're not behind. You're building.